right, welcome to episode 71 of Solaris Nights. Adam Knight versus the kitchen sink. What's going on with you, Adam Knight, who is definitely not at all like your former alter ego, Kyle Morgan, aka Kid Icarus?
I think the amount of glitz and glamour and money moving around on Solaris is still disorienting to Adam. So until he gets used to all the stuff that goes on out and around, he's probably spending more time at the barracks, making himself really easy to find, and he goes out of his way to be around people so he can see what's going on. But otherwise, he's probably with a heavy bag for some of his leisure time when he's not training with Brody.
Interesting. Is there any other gladiators you hang out with in particular, or any stable staff?
He definitely hangs out with Hunter.
Hunter McGregor?
Yep.
Interesting. Well, let me ask, how did you feel after watching Hunter McGregor's latest match? How did Adam Knight respond?
I mean, he didn't respond at all publicly, but I think with his rescue on the battlefield when they met, he's accustomed to the universe either smiling or frowning greatly on Hunter McGregor. So he probably went ahead and bought him a drink afterwards and was like, this may be how the universe treats you, but you're also still alive, so there's always a little luck in the tank.
Amazing. Hunter losing huge has become such a meme. Anybody else you hang out with, or it's fine if it's just Hunter?
Not in particular yet. He tries to spend some time around and meeting people, like when he had his conversation with Jay. But I don't think he spent enough time with anybody else in the stable staff to consider anybody else really a friend yet.
All right. So Adam Knight has received a lot of anti-fan mail. So you haven't got fans yet, but there are billions of people across the inner sphere who have suffered familial losses to pirates. And so coming out as a black mech warrior, you basically have announced that you're like a legalized pirate, and you just get an outpouring of hatred towards you. The gifts that you get are mostly, like things coming from across the inner sphere will arrive in time. But for now, mostly what you get are like hunting knives covered in blood that were sent after like killing a rat or something. They send you a picture of the rat and then enclose the knife in it and are like, "You're next, bitch."
Well, Adam has spent a portion of his life dodging being hung in different places, so it's probably not unusual for him.
I mean, now you're famously evil, though.
Yeah. So it's a new level of public attention that he's not accustomed to, but the attention itself isn't necessarily new. But it does present an opportunity for him. He's going to take we'll use that one as an example. He's going to take the package with the rat blood knife and he's going to go see Zuri.
All right. When you enter, Zuri has... What's your favorite drink? Let me ask that, because Zuri will almost certainly have found that information out.
He's real big into whiskey.
All right. She just has a whiskey sour that she pulls from her built-in desk refrigerator, the mini fridge, puts it out for you, and pours another one for herself and says, other Adam, sit down.
Hunter did tell me that you pay a lot of attention as he takes the drink.
I'm good at doing my research. Comes with being good at my job.
I've heard that too.
That you like doing your research, or that you like being good at your job?
Well, I've heard both of those things about you.
Oh, good. Because we appreciate people who are good at their jobs around here.
Well, I'm only one match in, but hopefully I'll be able to put the evidence on the table.
Well, look, when it comes to your match today, let me ask you something. How do you feel about, before I go into this, let me stop. Why are you here before I start putting my agenda on you? I don't want to get too far ahead.
Well, I'm here for two things. There's a lot of notoriety around where I come from. I want to be famous in a way that helps them look good in the future coming up with their talks with the Lyrans, and I also want to stomp clanners.
That is unfortunate, because I was going to tell you to lean into the whole piracy angle. All right, look. Reformed pirate is a thing we can go with. I can shift our marketing around. But you're going to have to be, noble, genteel, swaggering, but not too arrogant. Rough, but like a charming rough.
Well, let me ask you a question, and he'll upend the package on his side of the desk. I have no problem leaning into the pirate thing if you think it'll help push things along, but
No.
Do you think that is a problem? Will that be a problem here?
Listen, someone sending you a bloody knife isn't a problem. Let me tell you something. Someone once broke into my apartment with a gun, okay? That's when you've got a problem. Like, someone sending you a bloody knife, at least they didn't leave it in you.
Is that guy dead?
She turns to look at a framed picture on the wall of Hillbilly, who recently just got stabbed. And she says, that guy die? Yeah, he actually killed himself. Drunk driving accident.
Well, that's an interesting. That's not where I was expecting that to go, but
well,
on the bright side, it means that
self-destructive behavior, Well,
at least he blew himself up before he could get back in your house.
Sure. Look, I'm here to help accommodate you. We know that the gladiators that come here sometimes have a message that they want to send, and we're here to help you work around that. If the message you want to send is that where you come from isn't so bad, then we can do that, but it's going to require a certain charm to it. You can't just be arrogant. You have to be charming. You got to bring out the Sir Francis Drake and leave behind the Blackbeard, if you get my 1,000-year-old reference.
It's interesting, though, that you were thinking originally of leaning into the pirate thing. How would that have looked?
Bad guy, 100%. Young buck coming up, skilled mercenary mech warrior, pirate, black mech warrior, breaks into the arena, trash talks everybody, sets hotel rooms on fire, leaves places he stays at totally garbage, total wild animal at clubs, maybe a little bad press to keep people interested, just let you go full heel, Some people like that.
And you think that would bring in some money here?
Oh, yeah. Look, you already have haters that hate you. The thing about people that hate is that they get involved, they get invested, and they still buy merchandise. People will buy Adam Knight t-shirts and sneakers to set them on fire while recording themselves. Okay? And that's the best press we can get for a heel character.
Well,
let me show you the numbers we had for when Seth was Seth Ghostbear the first time around. She pulls out a marketing chart that just shows Clanner Seth marketing numbers were pretty good. Like, people hated him, and they loved talking about how much they hated him.
Wow, this is something I hadn't even really considered. And you are, I mean, the proof's here. You certainly live up to your reputation.
But being a good guy has its own benefits, and of course, we'd rather, people bought merch and then wore it rather than set it on fire, so that they can show other people they're wearing your merch and people can go, I want that merch too. It's a delicate balancing act.
Hmm. Well, you've certainly given me a lot to think about, that's for sure.
Well, I need you to give me a lot to think about.
Well, I'm not the expert you are. I'll need to spend some time thinking about how I want the universe to see me.
Okay, well, I feel like you should have done that before you came to Solaris, kid, but I guess you still got time to figure it out.
I mean,
Maybe.
when I got told about this stable, well, we were still across the line. I was excited to fight clanners on TV. The rest of it, I've been making up on the fly. So,
Well, I'm afraid your latest opponent won't be a clanner, but I'll do what I
yeah,
can to make the arrangements.
I appreciate that.
Can I ask why the clanner hate?
I don't like how much these test tube children are affecting how we conduct our own business.
I see. I've heard several clanners say the same thing about Inner Sphere.
Well, if they just decided to pack their shit up and go back to their home, we wouldn't be interacting with each other and nobody could claim anything like that.
Very well. Is it going to be a problem being in the same stable as, say, Saya Jade Falcon and Seth Kabrinsky?
Well, if they leave me alone, I've got no reason to fight them. So,
And if they don't leave you alone?
well, we'll see how far it goes. If someone
Okay.
tries to kill me, I plan to be the one who walks away, but
So you
I haven't
assume it's
seen
going to
that
come down
either.
to violence?
Well, I mean, I watched that movie that Hillbilly put out. That cost you a gladiator.
Icarus, huh? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She just nods and looks at the movie poster. It's I think it's probably being covered up by 2 or 3 other items on her wall because, the movie was a total flop economically, so.
Right.
But the only part of the poster that's showing is like Kyle Morgan reaching towards the sun. The other part of the poster is cut out, but it's just him alone. All right, well, you let me know when you've got something figured out, and I will turn our media budget towards making it a reality.
Okay. I'll
Good
thank you for
luck.
the time. And it'll walk out with the glass. And thank
All
you
right.
for the drink.
She knocks back the entirety of her whiskey sour in one go. What's next?
I suppose he'll stop by and see Elizabeth as well. He wants to make sure that he's out there and meeting people and being as outwardly cooperative with the stable as possible, especially since he's aware that he's third generation, so he's probably the easiest to replace if he doesn't perform.
All right. Elizabeth is wearing like non-prescription glasses, and she takes them off when you enter and like sets them on her desk and says, Adam, come in, sit down.
Well, good afternoon, boss lady. How are you?
Yeah, it's Elizabeth.
Okay.
I wanted to congratulate you on your victory.
Well, hopefully I can turn that into a trend.
I've heard that one before.
I'm sure you have. In time, it'll either be I'll either make it true or I'll just make myself a liar. We'll see.
Sure. There's something I can do for you.
I just wanted to check in and see if there's anything I can do to help around the stable or anything like that.
We're expecting a new crop of interns soon, so if you could check in on them. Other than that, I would say you could just observe your fellow stablemates. If you see Hunter, please let him know that he is our new stable champion for this month, and we will be following his lead on some projects that are coming up. Other than that, I'd say just try to emulate Hunter McGregor insofar as we push merchandising lines. He's been very good at pushing his own merch at the very least.
Okay. I'll take a look at what he's done and try to come up with some ideas I think will make us all some money.
How controversial do you intend to be as a gladiator, Mr. Harley?
Well, I think me being me is already kind of controversial, just my history, but
the thing about histories is that they only matter in the beginning. Once people get invested in you as a character, that initial historical precedence or whatever doesn't really matter that much. That's been my experience anyway.
Well, I mean, my reasons for being here don't revolve around being controversial or not. So I'll work with Zuri and whatever we think is going to be best for the stable. I've got no problem leaning into.
You don't have any political motivations?
Oh, I mean, if you consider it political, I'm definitely here to humiliate clanners on broadcast. But I suppose how political or not that is how much you like the clans.
I see no reason that the company can't help you do that.
Well, I didn't think it'd be a problem. I mean, Hunter spoke really highly of the stable, so
Interesting to hear. He hasn't always been the most connected member, but I suppose he's brought us 2 new mech warriors, so what can I say? Well, Mr. Harley, if there's nothing else.
nope. I just wanted to make myself available to you, and I'm here to try to. I mean, like everybody says, I'm here to win, but I'm also here to make sure that we're all doing what we're here to do as a business.
I see. I understand. Well, before you leave today, just make sure that you head down to the mech bay. We like to have our gladiators do extra maintenance on their mechs just to help out a little bit. Maybe get to know the tech crews, and if you could make sure to flush the trinary coolant pump before you go, I would appreciate that.
Sure, can do.
Okay.
Well, you have a wonderful day, Elizabeth.
She unfolds her glasses, puts them back on, and continues reading from a tablet connected to the Diamond Shark WhisperNet.
So he's going to grab a few bottles of different drinks and bring them down to the mech bay.
Okay. Now, what are we talking here? Are you grabbing a bunch of Coronas or are you grabbing a bunch of Jack Daniels? You know what I mean? You walk in with a 72 pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon. Like, what are we doing here? You can't just say drinks.
Yeah, he's definitely bringing a few cases of beer.
Okay. Yeah, but what kind of beer, right? It's one thing to bring an Indian Pale Ale. It's another thing to bring a Parrot Bay.
Ooh, I don't know. He's not going super cheap, but he's also still learning about all
light.
He's not coming in with Natty Light. He's also not coming in with any like super exclusive anything like that. It's definitely like,
but it's still like a working man's beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to spend some time schmoozing with the with like the Aztecs and the other people that he sees working on the mechs. And at some point, he's going to ask someone to show him, like, hey, I got asked to flush a trinary pump. Can somebody teach me how to do that? Like,
Oh yeah. Listen, when you say that, the whole mech bay comes over to help you fix the trinary coolant pump. So as
and
you
he'll do
might,
his best, but it's clear that he is not a mech tech.
well, no, it's clear that you're being hazed.
Yeah.
So
He's
there is no way to flush the trinary coolant pump in the mech
yeah.
bay. You know,
He probably picks that up pretty quickly, and he's like, you know what, this is the natural order of things.
yeah.
I'm gonna do my time, and it'll be some other guys next.
One of the techs slaps you on the shoulder and says, "Don't worry, we're gonna get the other Adam this Saturday."
Oh yeah, you got something good planned for him too.
Trinary coolant flush.
Oh man. You know, I remember back in the Black Fleet when I spent hours searching for a cable stretcher. I mean, you got to admit when you get got, you know.
Everybody chuckles and then breaks up to continue doing work in the mech bay. But there's a lot of people tossing, cans of beer like 30 feet up. Like somebody gets a real arm and chucks it up to someone that's standing on top of a mech,
Yeah.
and they like grab it out of the air and
Yeah, he wants to enjoy some camaraderie and see how these guys are doing. And
so look, there's one thing you immediately notice is that Jay works alone and is not well thought of by the rest of the mech bay team. Even though Jay is kind of in charge, they their personal Blake touch is not well appreciated by everyone here. Treating the mechs reverently, almost religiously, is considered a little disturbing to the people that do this as a regular job.
Hey, do they have any Adam agrees that it's the reverent angle for it. It's a little weird. Do they feel like he does good work? He's just a real weird dude.
I mean, Jay is in charge, so everyone is appreciative of their skills. But yes, Jay is a very unusual character.
Well, he'll definitely he's agreeing with a lot of the like, oh yeah, no, that I heard him start a hymn or something while I was painting on on my behemoth. It's not the usual behavior I expect from Mech Tech, that's for sure. Like,
are you joking around with the other techs here about it?
Yeah, it's definitely in a slant of like, oh yeah, no, that behavior, that's odd. Oh yeah, tell me a story about another weird thing he did. But at no point does he cross over into anything disparaging about his talents as a mech
when
tech.
You're like him, they're like, no. Jay is a they. Okay, you need to respect their pronouns.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not something.
It's the 31st century. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I try to do my best. It's just not something I'm used to dealing with in the fleet. So, hey, I'm sorry, guys. I'll try.
Look, it's okay. Just Jay's our boss, and yeah, he's kind of cracked. They're like really good at fixing mechs, but they sing to it when no one else is around.
Yeah. I've heard it on one occasion. Definitely very unexpected, but despite all the oddities that we could definitely all seem to be agreeing on, it seems like they've earned your respect, at least as a technician.
Good at the job, not good with people. Plus the whole we've all been redeemed, the clans are defeated, Blake will take us all to heaven thing is a little apocalyptic. And somebody else is like, Yeah, man, I don't want to deal with that. That shit is crazy. You know, do not mix technology and religion. I mean, come on, what are we? Comstar? And everybody's like, good one, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. There's always going to be some cult somewhere talking about the end of everything. So I don't know. Until I see it with my own eyes, it's just weird.
So, like, one of the really old techs, like tech grandmother, maybe let's call it Aztec grandmom, right? Comes forward and she's like, listen here, kid. It's 10 trillion people or more in the inner sphere, and I know a periphery pirate rat like you might not understand it, but I think you'd have more respect. There are mystical forces out there. She holds up. You've seen The Mummy, right?
Yeah.
You know the guide character who had like every religious charm possible?
Yeah.
You do well to respect the universe, luck, and reality, especially if you're going into the arena and upsetting your camera.
It's like, oh well, I gotta say, like I have I have a healthy respect for things that have no explanations. I don't. Some things are too strange to explain, and I've certainly seen some strange stuff in the periphery. But Doomsday, I don't know. Let's just hope that nothing proves me wrong in the immediate future.
She holds 3 charms up and dangles them at you as she goes past you, and she's like, Adios, Dios, and then like says the same phrase, like calling out for God in like 4 different languages beyond Spanish.
Does she walk away?
Yeah.
He'll turn to the other text and be like, "Have you ever tried to put Jay and her in the same room?"
Everybody just chuckles and the meeting breaks up.
Okay. I think he's taking care of the stuff he wanted to get into before his interview.
Okay. You find yourself at an interview with William Wyndham Williamson III, the professor. Today he's wearing like a tight, warm cap that's like teal blue over black, like a nice dress shirt with a black vest over it and baggy black cargo pants. It's kind of like a more youthful look than maybe what you'd be expecting a 60-year-old to pull off. He says, Adam Harley, aka Adam Knight, welcome back to Solaris Nights.
Well, it's good to be back.
Let me ask you something, Adam.
So Adam's wearing he's wearing a flight jacket, very, very Top Gun like. And he has a patch for Apex Dragons. He has a patch for the Black Warriors, and he has a patch for Ruin Industrial.
Ah, there it is. Ruin Industrial. Nice. Ruin Industrial has been sticking their noses into quite a few things. So yeah, he says, let me ask, Adam Knight, how have you been finding your time in Solaris?
It's been eye-opening. I lived a life where, I grew up in a life where there wasn't really a whole lot, so you had to go find it and acquire it. So being here where there's so much, and there's so much culture from so many places, so much money changing hands, it's a little overwhelming, but I've been treated really well since I've got here. There's already been some people interested in my success.
Okay, interesting. You are a man who we know almost nothing about, Adam Knight. A lot of people, when they come to Solaris, there's quite a bit of information already known about them. With you, you've arrived from out of the periphery. after fighting on the clan war front. Isn't that right?
Yep. Well, I think there's probably some people, depending on how much they pay attention to the wanted posters and the Free Worlds League, and who may have seen my face.
I see. Is there anything? Is there anything you can tell us? You seem to be hesitant to broach this. What more can we know about Adam Knight that your scant military history folder can tell us?
Well, there's a matter of perspective depending on how people see things, but I grew up a Black Warrior.
For some people, Black Warrior is synonymous with pirate.
I suppose I could see where some people might be confused and think that we're a pirate force, but we have we've engaged in conflicts with other people, and nobody likes losing, and they'll say whatever they want to say when they do. And recently, we've been I know our president has been making some efforts to continue to solidify our relationship with the Lyrans, which has been, I think, beneficial for everybody.
Okay.
And then, I decided that the clan threat was a significant one. So I decided to try to do my part.
It was all very cut and dry. I was really hoping to get a more personal perspective from you. But let me ask this. You have mentioned the Lyrans here. What is your view on the Lyran Alliance seceding from the Federated Commonwealth and Katrina Steiner taking control of her brother's realm?
Well, it sounds like there was a lack of integrity shifting around, and it sounds like a wise choice from a leader with so much responsibility to try to find a way to maintain the integrity of the leadership over the people.
So you are a Katrina Steiner supporter, pro Lyran Alliance?
I am.
Okay.
I like her choices. I think she's trying to do the best she can for her people, and I mean, my own government also seems to agree with that.
Tell me about your upcoming match. How do you plan to compete with the kitchen sink?
Well, I'm going to get on the field. I'm going to use my favorite weapon, and we'll see if the kitchen sink wants to engage in a knife fight like last time.
Okay.
But we'll get on there. We'll do good. I'm sure this kitchen sink person's gonna, do their best of a good showing. But when I win, it'll be in the name of Ruin Industrial.
So you're guaranteeing victory?
Well, yeah, I came here to win.
Okay. Let me write that down. Guarantee victory. Are you a hot dog?
I am.
Okay, then you don't take the stress from that.
I've been on World for such a short time and in this stable for such a short time, but I'm glad that the folks at Ruin Industrial have decided to take a little faith in the skill they see in me.
Do you feel like that was promoting Ruin Industrial right there? We can make a roll on it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I see those dice. What do you want to do about that?
Well, I don't want to spend my edge on it. So he's just going to have been bad at marketing.
Okay, so how does that come off? How does it play poorly? Probably your supporting Ruin Industrial just ends up being people going just like, Ruin Industrial supports piracy? Who are these lunatics selling guns to our enemies? Perfect. Okay. Anything else?
I don't think so.
All right, sorry. I've been getting Discord messages nonstop in the middle of the show. It happens all the time that whenever I start a recording, I get some messages, but this has literally been like a good fraction of 50. So I've been slightly distracted with next week burning down, I guess. All right. Is there anything you want to do before your match?
See, it's a training roll to research my opponent.
I think it's instinct. Let me take a look. Instinct.
Okay. Well, I will attempt to research my opponent. Well, this isn't starting great.
Choose one option, gain one stress, and reveal a way you can be manipulated by your target.
I would like to know what I get one question. Oh man.
Yes.
SPAs.
Okay. So your opponent is the kitchen sink, aka originally they went by the name Boom Boom. Their given name is Hiei Brookhaven, and they are like the continuation of a samurai line of disgraced DCMS mech warriors. They arrived several years ago and have been using their family's mech to slowly upgrade it. It is a stalker called the Stalker Bravado, and this person possesses the Cluster Master SPA on top of most notable Artemis systems. So whenever they hit with a lot of missiles. So it's basically like 100% accuracy rating.
Okay. And then a way that Adam can be taken advantage of.
Yeah. So this is basically if your opponent is a bad guy, they're going to say or do whatever you tell me in order to force you to take a point of stress. If your opponent was some kind of person who might feel like you were a dishonorable, trollish thug of a pirate, this guy's 100% going to do it.
Yeah,
he's a samurai and you're a pirate. You have a natural affinity to fight each other while delivering pizza.
I think one of the things that he can be called out on is he definitely has a problem with the concept of people thinking that being classically trained means that they're just going to be better than anyone who's only ever learned in the field as some grubby pirate. So if he gets called out for his lack of training and how that's probably going to reflect on how he has to, as a pirate, he has to cheat to win and things like that. He'll definitely be far, far more inclined to do dumber things to try to show off skill.
Okay. All right. Great. You can just go ahead and mark yourself down for an extra point of stress because he's going to immediately call you down. Yup. All right. You have the great honor of entering first if you would like to give me your intro sequence.
So he's got his Uh, okay. So after talking with Zuri, he's decided that he can go one way and then maybe change into the other depending on how he wants to do it. So 3 APCs will roll out and the smoke machines will start. And out of the 2 flanking APCs, when the music starts, are going to be what looks like they probably could have all been hired as the Cowboys cheerleaders, but they're all running out in like all torn up clothing and like swords. And they have a little mock battle and they all strategically like fall in one pile. And then after that, Adam comes out of his with a mask over his face with a skull on it. And he'll just sort of pose over the bodies and scream while the music's going. And then he'll move over to his mech that has smoke pouring out of the bottom half of it.
This is certainly a piece of new art. New age art, perhaps. Your opponent decides not to do their normal intro sequence and just enters in their mech. The missile canisters on the side of the Stalker say boom boom. And the words "the kitchen sink" are written above the cockpit. You can get a look here of what the Stalker bravado looks like, designed by Aaron Epoch.
Well,
2
alrighty then.
LRM-10s over 2 LRM-15s, supported by 2 SRM-6s, all using Artemis systems. It's quite a barrage.
And case.
I mean, if you're not using case in the 3050s, you're a fucking psychopath. You live life. What are you, a cestus? Give me a break. He just exits the mech gate and stops. And he doesn't personally take a microphone. He uses his mech speakers to deliver a speech. And he says, oh, is this... Sorry. Is this actually working?
It is now.
Okay. Adam Harley, you are scum. You are untrained. You are unworthy to stand in this arena. Your hands are covered with the blood of innocence. The Black Warriors are a joke. They are pirates pretending to be soldiers. You are beneath me. This battle is beneath me. My house has served the Combine since time unremembered. I am a samurai, and I carry my father's Sunjong swords. I would not sully them with your blood. You are undeserving of even that honor. When I defeat you here, none will remember your name. And my only hope is that you will fall off the roster quickly, to be forgotten in any but the worst of trivia games. And then he walks his mech forward to a ready position.
All right. I guess we need to see who gets to pick sides. Probably you.
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
He got a 6 + 1 for a 7 because he's an ex-soldier. I definitely want to come at you lengthwise, so I'll enter from the east side.
Okay.
Making the players enter from the west side is just so APGamingREAL.
Okay.
Interesting.
As he steps onto the field, he'll get on his comms. I'll show you what the body's before you taught me.
Ooh. Listen to this smart talking whippersnapper.
My variable targeting computer will be set to long.
That's shocking to hear.
Right?
I assume that it's like the dial that's on the middle of a TIE fighter cockpit, right? You're like, you have to stop piloting to crank it real quick. Set deflectors to double front. All right, let's roll again. 9.
Oof. All right, well, I'm going first. I got a 7.
Go ahead. Make my day.
I will move to here.
Oh yeah, I should remember to turn the news thing on. Oh.
Which gives me a run of 1, I believe. For 4 hexes, yeah.
Give me a run of nothing. I'm gonna bet we're more than 21 hexes away. Yeah, easily. It's gonna be more like 32, 33.
Yeah.
7.
8.
8? With the 6
Yep.
on the dice?
Ex-soldier and command battle mech.
All right, box forward 1 step. I guess you could say he takes 1 step closer to the edge. Come on, show me your favorite weapon. Your Gauss rifle, right?
23. Yeah, we got plenty of time before we can shoot each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, we're moving like geriatric millennials, I guess.
Oh man, I got a 6.
5. I don't move. This is kind of exciting content. So we watch as the Stalker basically like settles into a pack of trees and like wedges itself in so that it can crouch, aim as far up as possible, and lift all of its missile racks except the SRM racks to fire at a high angle.
How tall are these buildings?
They are these ones that say Tower 1 are 1 tall. And then the things that have floors is the number of floors tall. So that one's 2, this one's 3, 3, 3, 2. And towers are 1.
Okay. Three. Okay, yeah, we're still not well. 2, 3, 4.
I imagine that Tower
5.
1 looks a lot like the apartment building in No Mercy of Left 4 Dead. A very starting spot.
I count 24.
Mm-hmm. 24, huh?
Yeah.
Good enough for me. 5.
7.
Okay, I don't move. How much I can do here? You outrange me.
Yeah, and because of the call out, he's not going to sit at your PPC range because now he's mad.
Good. This is everything I was hoping for. crazy how Hunter McGregor managed to just look. Hunter's never won stable champion before, and this time he managed to win handily.
Which is neat.
I'm still so interested that Varen won the first stable champion vote and then has basically gotten crushed ever since then. What happened? Who hurt you, audience? Who hurt you?
Point to the atlas where it hurt you. I count 20.
I count 20 as well. Sure, let's unload.
It begins.
So I guess I see over top of the building between us. So
it's only too tall and you are elevated, so we can see each other.
Okay, I'm gonna fire LRM 10s and then LRM 15s.
Okay.
No. Yes. That 7 becomes a 10, which is 8 missiles hit. First 5 are right torso.
Okay.
The next 3 are left torso.
Okay.
LRM 15 hits. 12 missiles hit. First 5 are right torso.
Okay.
Second 5, right arm.
Okay.
Last 2 are right torso.
Okay.
LRM 15 hits. 5 on a 15 pack is 9. So left arm takes 5.
Mm-hmm.
And left torso takes 4. That will be
enough for a PSR.
Yeah, I was actually pretty lucky on these shots.
Right, well, I'm at long range, so I'm going to fire.
Wait, I want to describe this. Okay.
Okay.
You played Mech Warrior Online, right?
Yeah.
All right, so they fire missiles rather than like a huge cluster all at once. They streak out one by one. It's like you could walk from the Stalker to your mech on a bridge of missiles. Okay. There's a missile hitting you and a missile exiting a missile pod all at the same time. There's just a constant wave of missiles, and only a couple scatter around you. You lose tons of armor in the process, and your mech is shaking. Let's cut to your response.
I'm fighting the sticks. I'm trying not to fall over as the missiles are hitting, and I'm trying to line up with the targeting computer to snap the shots off. Just like, and then try to make the shots.
Activate Ultra Instinct.
So I'm going to fire Goss ERPPC at 557.
Great. As we know, Goss PPC, one of the worst combinations. All killers.
So that's going to be 15 damage left torso.
Sure.
That will be 15 damage left arm. And 10 damage left torso.
Well, you're almost in there already. Yeah, and a PSR. Well, there's enough ammo bins in there to instantly kill him, so can't wait for that to go off. PSR, successful. How about you?
I'm going to spend my edge to reroll that.
That's what you saved all that edge from before for, huh?
I'm fine. Yeah. I don't want to Don't want to just eat it in the beginning of the round.
All right, I stay super cool because I have 26 heat sinks and I'm only building 18.
Well, I can't generate heat, so not until you hit my engine.
Some sort of Gauss rifle mech? Jeez. All right, I got a 6. Initiative rolls are garbage.
I got a 5.
Great. Go ahead and move.
My variable range targeting. I keep forgetting to do that.
Set S foils to attack position.
Three, 4, 5.
What range did you set it to?
I forgot to change it at the end of the last round.
That's so long.
Yeah.
$16 keep me at long range. Yeah. Okay.
It also keeps me at long range.
Yeah, I mean, moving forward would end up being a zero-sum game that also will deprive me of my tree cover. So, actually worse than zero-sum. It's less than sum. Why am I rolling dice? I have no idea. Anyway, you go ahead and take your shots. I'm
Okay.
not moving.
Okay. Goss, PPC. 15 damage, center torso.
Okay.
15 damage, right arm. And 10 damage left torso.
That's internal.
No crit.
Okay. I'm doing 10s over 15s. It's a miss. Miss. The 15s are hit. 15 missiles hit. Left leg for 5.
Okay.
Right arm for 5.
Okay.
Left arm for 5.
Okay.
Second pack is a hit. There's a 9 missiles hit. 5 damage right arm.
Okay.
4 damage left arm. And a PSR.
And I rolled in. I rolled an 8. I'm good on my PSR.
I'm good on PSR as well.
Cool beans.
It's not that cool.
I feel pretty good so far. I got a 10.
You do. I got a 10.
Before getting into the, I'm going to change my variable targeting to medium.
Sure.
I'm trying to remember this time.
I got a 9 on the reroll.
What will you do, sir?
I mean, you have to reroll because we both got 10s.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what type.
Yep.
I got a 9.
Well, I don't know if you knew this, but we have to reroll again.
I got an 11 this time.
Great. I won't move.
I will run towards you.
$11 hexes, huh? Just outside of SRM range. All right, 10s over 12s. Sorry, 10s over 15s.
Okay.
That is a hit. So it's actually a 9. 8 missiles hit. First 5 are right arm.
Okay.
Next 4 are right arm.
Okay.
10 pack hits. First 5 right arm.
Okay.
The next 3 center torso. 15 hits. 15 missiles hit. Right torso for 5.
Okay.
Head for 5. I'll stop there just in case there's anything you want to do about that one.
I would like to spend a glory.
Oh, you're gonna make the roll, or do you have the move that lets you?
I've got the move.
Okay.
So I don't take the pilot damage.
Correct. And that move in ex-soldier is battle drill 4. Don't roll. You get a 10 plus. Okay, but you still have to spend the glory, of course.
Yep.
And you can't use that again this battle, so it's gone. So you still take the 5 points of damage to the head. You just don't take the head hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that takes the winds out of my sails. As you know, anytime you spend a glory, you have to tell me cinematically how, like what's going on there.
I think looking at the mech and how little armor is left on the right arm, I see the missiles coming, like the missiles are coming in, and I do sort of like a swatting motion with the right arm to intercept missiles and just yell while I do it.
So what's interesting about Battletech is that it comes out of Macross, and in Macross, everything's anime and they can move really fast. And in Battletech, even though it's based on anime, everything's super slow, right? So like timing that perfectly was really hard.
That's why it's a battle drill. It's like, just like, wait, the missiles are coming in. I've got a few seconds to just get the...
Last 5 hit the right arm.
That's internal.
Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, no follow-up on that.
Okay.
That will also hit 11 on a 15 pack is 15 missiles, so great. Center torso for 5.
Okay.
Left leg for 5.
Okay.
Left torso for 5.
Okay. And I rolled my PSR.
Really hoping he would fall over and die. And I didn't accomplish that. Just a few more head hits, though, and I gotcha.
Yeah.
All I got to do is get lucky 2 or 3 more times, It's like when I used to mess around when Hunter was facing like double LBX autocannons.
Yeah.
All right,
oh, man.
You're up. What horrifying combination of blows will you throw?
Well, I'm not in range for my pulses, so it's going to be Goss PPC.
Okay.
11, which is medium. Okay.
Man, I want to get that right arm Gauss rifle. I'll just give you the head hits.
Yeah. That will be 15 damage to right torso.
Okay. It's great torso to take damage too.
Another 15 damage right torso.
That's internal.
That has 1 crit.
Go ahead and roll it.
Need 2 dice for that torso. Yeah. Okay. 1-4.
It's a heat sink, thank God.
Oh, boo.
I mean, if it was an ammo pack, we'd be here all day checking to see which other ammo packs blow up.
And 10 damage to the left leg.
This mech is not looking so good. Everywhere I don't want to get shot is where you've hit.
Like, I need to survive the next round of fire, and then I'm basically guaranteed to get a Gaussian somewhere. Like, it's...
All right, let's see if I can stay standing. Yes. All right.
All right.
He opens communications. This is the end between you and me, Adam Knight. It will be the final round, the deciding blow.
Adam is too upset with this dude to bother to talk to him.
Wow.
Like he starts talking and he just reaches over and hits mute.
He learned well from Pondo the Mad. This is what he gained in his trading time with Brody.
Yeah.
What'd you get? Oh, better than what I did.
I got a 9.
Okay, I stay still.
I turn off my computer.
Someone, Jay opens communications and says, Adam, you've turned off your targeting computer. Are you okay?
I'm going to feel this one in.
You hear the ghostly voice of Hunter McGregor in your ear. Use the force. What are you going to do?
Short is 7 for you. Minimum is 6.
Toward me.
Yeah. Like, I feel like there's smart things to do, but he's mad. So.
Six, huh?
I am at minimum.
Yeah,
so there's at least.
Okay. Well, I'll shoot first and ask questions later, I suppose. So I'm alpha striking. I guess you could say. This took way too long to pull off. You're about to get hit with the kitchen sink. Damn it.
I am very concerned about
10s,
this.
15s, and then SRM 6.
All right.
I'm shooting at. You have a 5? That can't be right. Is it a 2?
Yeah, that's a 2.
Dice. Okay.
I wish it was a 5.
That is a hit. 10 missiles hit. 5 right torso.
Okay.
5 right torso.
Okay.
Hits. 6 missiles hit. 5 left leg.
Okay.
1 left arm.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually a hit. 2, not a 1. Perfect. It's a garbage cluster, though. 9 missiles hit. First 5 on a right arm.
That's internal.
No crit. Next 4 are right leg.
Okay.
That is all missiles hit on the last 15. 5 left leg.
Okay.
5 center torso.
Okay.
5 right torso. Sorry, left torso.
Okay.
Is that eternal?
Nope.
Okay, 12 on the crit rating, and that would have been amazing.
That would have been disgusting.
Yeah. SRM pack 1 misses. SRM pack 2 hits with all SRMs. 2 damage right arm.
That's internal.
There's a crit.
Oh, that's not going to be great.
Give me that Gauss rifle head hit. Come on, boy. 6-5 Gauss rifle. You take 2 head hits. Can't avoid them forever.
Nope.
Go ahead and roll a 3 and a 5 for consciousness, just to see if you fall over at the end of the phase. Perfect.
Oh man.
unconscious. And you know what's even worse than being unconscious? You also have a piloting check that you can't make because you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Which means that you fall prone.
Yep.
And you're going to take another point of head damage from falling prone while unconscious.
So it hadn't come up yet, but he also has he does not automatically surrender when unconscious.
Great. I know this well. We call this the big spoon method. That was just the first of these SRMs, but of course it was the only one that mattered. 2 damage left arm.
Okay.
2 damage right torso.
Okay.
2 damage left torso.
Okay.
2 damage left leg.
Okay.
2 damage center torso.
Okay.
All right. This is some literal we will fight in the shade level shit.
Yeah.
There's we don't do mech airline. All the missiles erupt at once, and it's like a flight of missiles in the shape of a stalker fly towards you. And you are now keenly aware of why they use the gladiator name the kitchen sink, as your mech is covered in explosions, and then your Gauss rifle explodes and you go ah as you fall to the ground. But tell me what you do before you fall to the ground, because you get to shoot me, and it's gonna fucking hurt, and you're probably gonna knock my mech out.
I hope I knock your mech out, because otherwise we'll see whether or not he wants to sit on Samurai Honor or kill a scummy pirate.
Fastest player to die. Kane Damiel again. Only one to lose 2 characters.
All of those head hits were from this round, so I don't have to deal with those for the shooting. I'm 6 away.
One of them hasn't even happened yet.
I'm going to fire everything but my small laser. I'll do Gauss, PPC, Pulse.
That's disgusting, and I hate it.
2, 4. Yeah, okay. So I'll start with the Gauss and PPC. The Gauss is a headshot.
Damn it. He will use his edge to escape his death. I guess that's all that matters.
I would like to finish the rotation of fire just in case I destroy the mech.
I think it's pretty probable, so go ahead.
That'll be 15 center torso.
Sure.
That is 10 to left arm.
Okay.
And then...
Come on, leg hits. Leg hits.
Medium pulses are going to be...
Leg hits. Leg hits. Look, the audience is cheering for me from the future and bringing it to me in the past. That's how I know these are going to be leg hits.
That's going to be 6 damage to the left arm.
That's internal.
No crit. And that's going to be 6 damage to the left leg.
Yes. All right, so the mech does not explode in a withering, fiery crusade. Let's talk about page 68 of Total War. Fall damage.
I like the idea that when with with all the missiles coming in, and the fact that he loses that right arm Gauss rifle this round, that's the Gauss rifle that shoots the cockpit, and as the round is going, the missiles take out the Gauss rifle.
Perfect. All right, you take 10 damage front side. You fall facing forward. Left torso takes 5.
Okay.
Center torso takes 5.
Okay.
Not enough to get anything done here, but you did take critical damage. This thing is not customized, correct?
No, it is stock.
And it's not clan, so you're looking at 2 repair. You guaranteed victory, correct?
I did.
And you're definitely going to need some medical rehab. I just want to get all this out of the way, because if I forget to do it, then I'm going to get a message from Spoon in the middle of the week telling me how poorly I've been managing the investor menu. All right, let me add a point of wealth to... You said you gave it to Ruin Industrial, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm pretty sure I know who that is.
An appreciation for helping get me weapon specialist Gauss rifles.
Okay, for those wondering what that noise was, I accidentally clicked on a voice channel on Discord. Had to exit it quickly. Yeah, so you don't wake up for a little while. I'm curious, keep rolling 2d6 until you hit a 7. I want to know if you like wake up immediately. Yeah, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
So after a few moments, you're like, oh, what happened? And you look around, there's smoke and dust all around your mech. Your cockpit has, like, one of the panels has Star Trek exploded, right? You know,
Yeah.
like blood is pouring from a head wound for you, but you're like, okay, just slap a bandage on it. And you pull yourself out of your mech cockpit. You're like, I think I'm good. Otherwise, I'd be dead. And when you look out your mech leaning forward, the whole corpse of the stalker teeters back and forth forward, headless, before it just collapses forward on its knees. And that's it. You've won the match. Just like a good samurai movie, the mech waited to collapse until you were awake again, so you could get that feeling of sheathing your sword before the blood spray happened. What do you want to do?
He'll get out of his mech because he feels miserable, and he's going to let the mech techs walk it back. But while he's on the ground in the direction of the stalker, he's going to just like wipe some of the blood from hitting the panels when he hit the ground. And sort of look at it a little bit, and then look in the direction of the stalker and the down pilot, and just spit on the ground and turn and walk away.
Okay.
And go to his interview.
You wind up at the interview. Adam Knight, it seems like you had a very serious disagreement with your opponent, going so far as to openly insult each other.
Yeah. We had a disagreement over the value of each other's character. That asshole got what was coming.
Adam, are you a good guy or are you a bad guy?
I never really put a whole lot of stock into good or bad. We're all just people.
I think the kind of people that say that are bad people, Adam.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I think my opponent was probably in that camp.
The two of you took some fairly brutal hits. It's rare to see 2 mech warriors take so many head hits, especially surviving a Gauss rifle headshot.
Unfortunately, the universe decided to smile on my opponent.
I see. Well, would you say that you're a student of this style that you have learned from Hunter McGregor, or is this something you picked up on your own?
Well, Hunter and I are good friends, but we don't fight alike.
And you have no problem with killing a opponent mech warrior in the battlefield, I take it.
No, not particularly. If you want to step on the field and fight me, you might die.
So you see the arena as a battlefield then, and less of a gladiatorial combat.
I mean, it's to me, I see this as a sport with blood. As he makes a motion of just like wiping some more off on a hand and showing it like
The only way you could make it better is if you had like a pirate bandana to like use to cover the bandage, you know, or maybe like an eye patch to keep the blood from getting in there. Yeah, sometimes you have to get a little bloody in this business, lad. Har, 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 har.
You know, he's I mean, I guess if no, like he doesn't have a pirate headband or anything, but he also has not knowing that he was going to go to the interview, he refused to get bandaged. So he's just like open wound in the interview.
Okay, it looks horrifying. You really play up your I'm the bad guy. Okay. He doesn't have any more questions for you, although if you have any statements to make, we'll hear you out.
I'm at a -1 now on my no, not yet. Well, yes, I am. Okay. I want to I'll be like, hey, I've got one last thing before I go and look a little more presentable. I recently wrote a book about my exploits fighting clanners across the line. I'm looking to be putting that book out so people can know about exactly what they're like in their own space.
What's the
and
title?
Not just the showman thing here. Smashing tubes.
Direct, blunt, a little racist.
Well, I think people that read my book will find that I don't pull any punches. I tell it like I saw it.
All right, make a promotional role for your own merch. Oh Jesus!
Boom! So
it flops harder than the Icarus story.
No, that's double sixes.
There's no way that's is it?
Yeah, those are the Circinius symbols. Those are the sixes. It sounds really good.
I mean, from my distance, it looked like double ones because it just looks like one pip. Yeah. No, I get you. When you zoom in, you can see it. Dunamis, you shouldn't have done this one. Too confusing.
Thank you, Dunamis, for giving me my Circinius.
Make the background a different color or something. I don't know. At a distance, it looks like ones. All right, double sixes, fine. It goes over great. Listen, people might not like pirates, but you know who they like less than pirates? Clanners. Your book becomes an overnight success. I'm just going to make a little note here on the secret objectives.
Nice. That doesn't, rolling that high doesn't reduce my stress or anything, right? Not for that move.
Nope. You just get everything you want without any cost.
Awesome.
Okay. You have also won rank 90. You're now the rank 90 unlimited weight. Okay. Sorry, assault. No, wait.
Yeah. What was that, class 5 for assaults?
Yeah, you're class 5 assault. Rank 90. Wow, this table is so split on clanliness. It's like almost an even split.
On clanliness?
Yeah, clanliness, whether you're pro or anti-clan.
Oh.
Yeah. See, the thing is that Hillbilly's always been. He started off as being anti-clan, and now he's like, oh, I don't really know. And that kind of messes things up. All right. Do you have anything else you want or need to do in the aftermath?
I mean, I guess I'll send a message to Zuri that says I made a choice.
Yeah. She gets some promotional material together for the swashbuckling Adam Knight, the pirate lord, come from the Black Warriors to steal your booty and take your lass. They get Captain Morgan picture of you like with a foot on a barrel of rum with a saber held high and a tricorn hat with a parrot. This is your life now. Become a parody.
I think this will be fun. Going from the trying really hard to never say anything remotely controversial to I'm a pirate. I'm kind of sad my opponent didn't fucking die. Like, he's totally the bad guy.
They said he was hired by Hunter McGregor, but really he's the child of Cosmo. Only controversy. Only only causing problems. Do you have anything you want to do during the week? And of course your training.
Yeah, I will be training with Brody.
Okay, of course.
I think the only other notable things that he does is he continues to try to build camaraderie with the Mech Bay crews.
Okay.
And he leans into the whole pirate thing. He decides he's going to go out. He's going to go out clubbing, and he's just part of his thing. He's going to go and try to just put himself out there as much as possible for people to interact with.
Okay.
And if people decide that they want to talk a whole bunch of crap to him, he will offer. He's like, if you want to, we throw down right now. Nobody dies. We just fist fight and walk away. It's just to be a bit antagonistic and carefree.
Okay. Post-credit scene. It's an empty microphone before a Jade Falcon banner, and like camera flashes are going off constantly. Saya steps up to the banner wearing the full Jade Falcon dress uniform and says, "People of Solaris, I can no longer continue to allow my mech to reside with my mech stable. I will be removing all of my personal equipment to the compound given to the Jade Falcon Embassy. For too long, I have overlooked the small quirks of inner sphere life, but I refuse to allow a religious zealot, a Blakist, and a genetic mutation, an aberrant, to repair my mech. It refuses to identify as either male or female, as the Great Father has intended. It would have been eliminated in the Iron Womb, this J, and even should it have survived, true or freeborn, it would have conformed to clan society, to the will of the Great Father and the memory of the Star League Defense Force. As long as Apex Dragons continues to harbor this subhuman, religious creature, I will not allow my clan technology to be affected by its claws. That is all I have to say for today. I am Jade Falcon." And she gets up and leaves. There are people shouting questions, just like, is this a new, is this a media stunt? Or, Saya, X, Y, and Z, or probably someone's just like, when's your next album coming out? Completely oblivious to the horrifying shithole that just came from her. Yeah, I've been waiting for Evil Saya for a while because she's bad to the bone.
I'm excited about this.
It's perfect.
I just released a book describing my character going out of his way to graphically kill Jade Falcons.
Yep.
So
You and Saya will not be friends this time around.
No.
Peace was never an option.
You still got your filter on?
Oh, do I? Oh, my bad. Yeah. My bad. All right. Great. Listen, yesterday I did like 5.5 hours of Timberborn recording, and for like a solid 60 minutes I had muted my mic and didn't realize it.
Oh no.
Yep. So I just fucking deal with it. I deal with being bad at my job now. Perfect. All right, that's all I have for you. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in 2 weeks then.
Alrighty then.
Have a good afternoon. And friends at home, have a good time zone.